Okay, I've got your plan open in Chief Premiere, but everything that I'm showing you, you can do in Pro. I'm going to turn off this grid just to make things look a little cleaner and go down to the basement level. I notice you've got a ceiling plane defined in here, and I'm not sure why, and I don't think you need it. I'm going to take a full overview. And let's see, I'm going to change the lighting a little bit. I'm going to use generic sun, and then I'm going to check sun follows camera. And you can see what that does. That just brightens up the face of the building that you're looking at. And let's see. You can't see what I'm doing, but there's a toggle edge smoothing when idle. I'm going to turn that on, and that just sharpens up the lines a little bit. So I'm going to take this wall and I'm going to make it invisible, and that just lets us see into the building real easy. And you can see that ceiling plane that you've got defined. It cuts this floor right in two, and it's actually down on the first, or the basement floor. You can see that pink outline right there. So I'm gonna select that and delete it, and then we can go back up here, and you can see that opens up that room. Okay, back on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select this wall and just make it invisible. And in this room, you've got use soffit surface for ceiling checked, and that shouldn't be. That's something that you would use for like a porch. So I'm going to click that. You can see how the walls, I'm going to check it again just to show. You can see how the walls, or the ceiling and the walls aren't right. So I'll go back here, uncheck that. And you can see the ceiling goes back to where it should be. Okay, back in plan, I'm going to go up to the attic. I'm going to delete the attic floor. And I'm doing this mostly because I don't know what you've done to the plan. You wouldn't normally have to do this. It doesn't hurt to do it. It'll rebuild, all the walls will rebuild themselves. Okay, you can see what that did was that turned this wall into an interior wall. We're going to fix this bottom one first. Okay, so we'll open this wall, and it's an interior 6 wall, so we're going to make it a siding 6, and then I'm going to go over here to the roof, and we're going to check interior 6 for the lower wall type. And you can see that that made this wall an interior wall, and this little piece up here exterior wall, and you can see it did it on both sides. Also, one thing I noticed is I'm assuming that you're auto building these roofs, and if you are, you should go ahead and leave auto rebuild roofs on until you need to turn that off. Okay, this wall up here, we're just going to open that. It's already the correct wall type, so we're just going to check this lower wall type, interior 6. And you'll get this message that says this wall is automatic, and if you change it, it's not going to regenerate, which is okay. And so there's your outside walls, all siding. There's your inside. That's all interior walls. This stripe across here, this white looking stripe. That's the ceiling that you're seeing in this other room. You've got a couple of small rooms to find here for these stairs, and then this large room. And it's the ceiling that's poking through. I think that's a bug. There may be a way to get rid of it, but that's outside the scope of this video. Anyway, that ought to get you going.